Get ready with me while I tell you the birth story of my 27-week miracle baby, part 2. As soon as they got me into the life flight, they alerted the hospital that they couldn't find Beckham's heartbeat, how far along I was, and started administering pain medication that was safe for both Beckham and I. Pain was so excruciating that I was losing consciousness throughout the entire life flight to the hospital. My husband and parents were on the way to the hospital, resulting in them actually beating the life flight and waiting for the doctors to let them into the emergency room. When I landed, the first thing they did in the ER was check Beckham's heartbeat, and it actually sounded surprisingly strong. Due to this, they let my husband and parents come back and talk to me, and then felt that it was safe to move on to a CAT scan to see what damage had been done to my body. However, in the middle of the CAT scan, as soon as they got to my stomach, they saw blood in my uterus and realized that my placenta had detached and that I was bleeding internally. They immediately told me that I was not leaving the hospital pregnant and that Beckham's heart rate had started to decline. Every alarm and siren went off on that floor. It was one of the most intense things that I've ever experienced. They flipped me over, gave me a steroid shot, and literally ran me into the ER. The surgeon at the head of my stretcher was yelling different orders. A gas mask was placed over my face. I already had IVs in me, and what felt like a gallon of milk was poured onto my stomach. I ripped it off and screamed that I was still awake out of pure terror that they were going to cut me open at any moment. A woman's voice came into my ear and said, "I promise I won't let them cut you until you're asleep." That, along with the surgeon yelling, "No one touch either of her legs, they are both broken," were the last words that I heard before I woke up from my emergency C-section. Stay tuned for part 3.